captainach annach the Hermana agus an buig in Galway and the end of the dream for the Corkmen. The All-Ireland final then between Kilkenny and Galway in Croke Park, and Galway were favourites as the referee got proceedings underway on Shaw I Lord na Páirce I Báiste Frócaí.
And that's what it looks like from the far side of the field from the Hogan stand. That is the Hogan stand. It is absolutely packed, top and bottom, which probably goes to show that the people who can afford stand tickets can afford to have cars. And here comes Kilkenny out on the field. Kilkenny, the black and amber, the Leinster champions. And let me tell you that Kilkenny will be playing as selected. There are no changes on either side. And Ger Henderson reported in bed with the flu. Well, the flu has been shaken off, just as the centre field man there, Joe Hennessy, is trying to shake off any collywobbles he might have by going dashing around the place. And this is the Kilkenny team. In goal, Noel Skehan. Right full back at number 2 is Bill, better known as Van Larkin. Number 3, Paddy Prendergast. Number 4, John Henderson. Number 5, Richie Reid. Number 6, Ger Henderson, brother of John. And on the left, number 7, Nicky Brennan. Number 8 is Joe Hennessy, and number 9 is Frank Cummins. The half-forward line, number 10, Ger Fennelly. In the center, number 11 is Billy Fitzpatrick. And number 12 is Liam Chunky O'Brien. Top of the right, number 13, Mick Brennan. At full forward, that's the Galway team we have there now. At full forward for Kilkenny is Mick Crotty, and number 15 is Matt Root. There we have the Kilkenny team again. We just repeat that top of the right is Mick Brennan, full forward number 14, Mick Crotty, and top of the left, number 15, is Matt Root. Well, the Galway team and their 14 subs are here. In fact, all Galway seems to be here. And now the Galway team. In goal, number 1, Seamus Shinners. Right full back, number 2 is Niall McInerney. Number 3 is Conor Hayes. And on the left, number 4 is Andy Fenton. The half-back line, number 5 is Joe McDonough. Number 6 is Sean Silk, and number 7 is Iggy Clark. Now, in the center of the field, number 9 is John Connolly, number 8 is Steve Mann. The half-forward line, number 10 on the right is Bernie Ford. In the center, and in the center of your picture at the moment, too, is number 11, Frank Burke, and on his left, number 12, Joe Connolly. The full forward line, top of the right, P.J. Malloy, number 13. At full forward is Noel Lane at 14. And number 15, top of the left, is Finbar Gantley. And that's Finbar Gantley there on the right with Bernie Ford alongside him, up in front with Joe Connolly alongside him. Oh, that mighty, mighty roar. Referee checking that the band has left the field. George Ryan, the referee. On the left, the black and amber stripes of Kilkenny. On the right, the maroon of Galway. Up front, Frank Cummins on the left and John Connolly beside him. Joe Hennessy back behind alongside Steve Mann, and the game is on. Bernie Ford, Frank Burke, and Galway are in the attack. John Henderson, Ben Harris out there by P.J. Malloy. And that rain has told the ball to get very, very greasy indeed. Referee has blown his whistle and awards a free to Kilkenny. And coming out to take it, Paddy Prendergast. Rain pouring down. That's about 30 metres from his own goal, and see how the rain for that shot. Added to very nicely there by Ger Henderson, and it's over the line. The sideline cut for Galway, just inside their own 45-metre line. Joe with the socks down around his ankles. Joe McDonough going to take the puck. Well put in. Steve Mann pulls on it, doesn't quite collect, and it's brought out over the sideline there by Joe Hennessy. You can see by Joe's hair just what the rain was like. Joe McDonough again. P.J. Malloy. Oh, a lovely point. Oh, what a point. What a delightful point. From an impossible angle, a greasy ball, call it what you like, turned in over the bar by Galway's P.J. Malloy, and so after just over 2 minutes of play, the score is Galway 1 point, Kilkenny no score. Galway playing with the wind in the first half, let me say. John Connolly beaten to this one in the centre, the ball out now to this side of the field. Nick Brennan. Into the centre to Ger Fenley. Ger bottled up, and the referee deems that he's been fouled. Free for Kilkenny, and this can be the equaliser as Chunky O'Brien comes out to take it. About 40 metres out. 40 metres out from the Galway goal. It's high, and there it goes, the equaliser. Just over 3 minutes down, and Chunky O'Brien has made it 1 point for Kilkenny, 1 point for Galway. Seamus Shinners with the puck out. It's long, fairly long, brought down, comes towards Sean Silk. He's beaten there by Ger Fenley. Sean Silk in possession. Ger Henderson. Connor Hayes, the Galway fullback. And the referee, no, he waved the play on. I thought he was signalling something. High one upfield. Nicky Brennan turns his short. Steve Mahan. Paddy Prendergast. Tipped inside down the line. It's going in, but no, Steen gets it out. Joe Connolly. Finbar Gantley. And Gantley is fouled. Gantley is fouled. And a little bit of argy-bargy on down there. One of the Kilkenny men down injured. It is Richie Reid who's down, but there's a free just going to be taken now by P.J. Malloy. Referee telling, here's the free coming up now. And there's the free, and there's the point. P.J. Malloy, the scorer. 5 minutes down, first half. Galway and P.J. Malloy, 2 points. Kilkenny, 1 point. Noel Skehan standing back now for the puck out. There's a wonderful atmosphere of excitement here. The weather is diabolical, but the hurling is fast. The hurling is keen. And now, here comes Kilkenny as the ball is got through by Billy Fitzpatrick. Billy takes a shot. It's high, and it's over the bar, and they're level once again. Billy Fitzpatrick often on the wing, this time in the centre, racing through and taking his point, making it 2 points each. Seamus Shinners with the puck out. This is a longer one than the last time. It goes about 35 metres out from the Kilkenny goal. This is Bernie Ford being chased over there. Nicky Brennan robbing him. And the ball going jiggling all around the place. Frank Burke out to the wing. And a lovely bit of flash of the ash there as John Connolly up in a minute. There is a free out for Kilkenny from their own parallelogram, and Noel is up, and Noel is taking the free himself. Joe Connolly anxiously watching. Here comes the ball. And there's no doubt Galway attacking as the ball breaks to Joe Connolly. Finbar Gantley and Van Larkin. Back to Joe Connolly. And I don't know whether that was supposed to be a shot or a passing movement or what, but it's going to very nearly hit the corner flag. Noel Lane and Paddy Prendergast dead heating for it out there. Is another attack by Finbar Gantley. Gets it back to Frankfurt, but the referee has blown his whistle and has awarded a free to Kilkenny, and not only is it a free to Kilkenny, but he's, I think, penalised Galway for some kind of dissent, because the place that he's pointing to is a long way further up than the position where the free occurred. This is Ger Henderson now, Ger who was in a flu bed for the last 2 days, and out there in that rain is no place for the flu, but it is a place for Ger Henderson. Tunneling his way through there, trying to get it through, but Mick Cloughy, out comes the ball. Frankfurt, Van Larkin, out to the wing now to Richie Reid. Steve Mahan racing to it. Mahan and Reid again, and it goes off Mahan's stick, and it's a line ball for Kilkenny on the halfway line. White helmet to be taken, or the line ball to be taken with the white helmet of Mickey Brennan. Up now to Mick Crotty. Back out to Billy Fitzpatrick. Billy across now to Ger Fennelly. Ger's trying to get room to swing his stick. There isn't much of it. Mick Crotty. And Mick shot again, and the ball is saved. A point saved by Seamus Shinners at the expense of a 65. A great save. Listen to the crowd. Well, that ball was going a foot over the bar when Seamus brought it down at the expense of a 65, I know, but what a save it was. And Chunky O'Brien has got the task of taking the 65. There's the save once again, and here is the 65. Matt Root going for it out there, and the ball got over the end line and wide. 2 points for Kilkenny, 2 points for Galway. 9 minutes gone in the first half. And Seamus Shinners, no doubt delighted with that miracle save. We see them saving goals, but saving points, it's not unique, but it is unusual. Frank Cummins getting it. John Connolly kicking it out. Goes to Frankfurt. Across to Steve Mahan. Steve shot it high, and it's good. No, it's not. It's not. It's wide. It's wide. I was sure it was gone over, but it tailed to the right and went wide. And the score remains Kilkenny 2 points, Galway 2 points. And the weather conditions absolutely spoiling any chance of really stylish hurling. But you will agree that the lads are serving up close and hard. Ger Henderson. Steve Mahan for Galway. P.J. Malloy, no stick. And the ball comes across to Joe Connolly. High, and it is over the bar. Joe Connolly taking advantage of a badly placed puck by a Kilkenny back, snapping that one up and sending it over the bar. 3 points for Galway, 2 for Kilkenny. For Kilkenny. And John Connolly has got a knock under that dropping ball. This is Conor Hayes, the Galway fullback. And the ball brought down there by Richie Reid. And the referee penalising Andy Fenton for a pull that wasn't altogether in the book. And there's a free to be taken. This time it's Matt Ruth who's coming across to take it. Matt Ruth, 25 metres out and less than 10 metres in from the sideline. There is the shot and there is the angle. And he has sent it wide. Mick Brennan hasn't been taking some of these shots. That's the first of them that went wide because Chunky O'Brien was taking them before that, and Chunky, well, did the right thing. The referee has run over now to the Galway tunnel, right over on the far side, and he's speaking to Cyril Farrell, the Galway trainer, telling them not to be coming into the field. Seamus Shinners, the score 3-2 in favour of Galway. The ball in his hand. Frank Cummins bottles them up. Frank Burke gets the ball from John Connolly. Ball knocked down, dithering around loose. Pulled on up there by Frank Cummins. Niall McInerney, Frank Cummins again, tackled with great heart by Steve Mann. And the ball breaks to Ger Fenley, way up the field to Mick Crotty. There's a Kilkenny man loose in near the goal, and the ball goes out to Chunky O'Brien. Chunky is fouled. No, the flag is up and all the rest, but Chunky was fouled by one of the backs with a swing on him there, and I think that the back saw that Mick Brennan was as lonely as could be, about 20 yards out from the Galway goal, and the defender thought that, well, a slight foul mightn't be as bad as Mick Brennan getting the ball and maybe getting a goal. Is this another equalizer? It's not. Maybe it's more. Ball blocked down by Iggy Clark. Iggy tackle, shakes off the tackle. Iggy with the ball. Look at the heart of these men. Running onto it now, Noel Lane. He gets away from Paddy Prendergast. In now to Frank Burke. Frank Burke shakes off the tackle. The referee lets the play go on, gives him the advantage, but he throws away the advantage by throwing away the ball, and now Kilkenny man coming up the field, Frank Cummins, is penalised for carrying the ball too far. A free to Galway, P.J. Malloy coming out to take it. P.J., who has scored two of Galway's points up to now, sends it high, sends it wide. Well, he scored two and he's missed two. The scoreboard, Galway 2, Galway 3, Kilkenny 2. Only a point between them. Galway playing with the wind, remember, and the rain that has eased off, but still it's a miserable day. Dropping balls, Steve Mahan, Billy Fitzpatrick, Nicky Brennan. Pulled on out there by Sean Silk and belted over the sideline. Line ball for the Kilkenny men, just inside their own 65-metre line, just up to the right. And Nicky Brennan cuts it in. Billy Fitzpatrick to Matt Ruth across into the centre. Now it's Mick Brennan. And this is Conor Hayes, under 21, star of last year, to Frankfurt. But that wet ball skidding off. Oh, a lovely bit of hurling there by Finbar Gansett. And delightful by P.J. Malloy. You wouldn't think the ball was greasy the way they're doing it. Noel Skeen's clearance is out to this side of the field. Very well placed. First to the waiting, and it's not so well placed now, but it was eventually. The waiting Richie Reid getting it up to Ger Fenley, but this is Iggy Clark. And Iggy's shot from way out the field beyond the halfway line has gone wide. Iggy not so much in the game in the first couple of minutes, but very much in it in the last few minutes. Just 15 minutes gone, first half. Galway 3, Kilkenny 2. Ball knocked down by Joe McDonough. That was Chunky O'Brien. This is Matt Ruth and Niall McInerney with them. And the referee penalising Niall for pulling across the back of Matt Ruth. And I think Niall explaining that the man had his foot on the ball. Awkward angle, this one. Or Chunky or anybody else. There's Chunky's shot. It's high, and it's over the bar. Chunky O'Brien making them level once again after 16 minutes of play. Chunky, who scored 2 of the Kilkenny 3. 3 points each. Seamus Shinners with the puck out. looseness coming into the Galway marking now as the ball comes. Nothing loose there. As the ball is taken from Frank Cummins, goes to Steve Mahan, and Steve's shot is wide. Still 3 points apiece. Steve, under 21 star of last year, one of the young members of the Galway team. Noel Skehan. Coming very near the sideline, gone out over the sideline off Iggy Clark's stick, and it is a line ball for Kilkenny to be taken by Richie Reid. And that, believe it or not, is Richie Reid. Ball brought down by Sean Silk, put down and sent in there. A very dangerous ball by Chunky O'Brien, cleared by Seamus Shinners. That's Ger Henderson, and a line ball for Galway. Ger, who was the hero of last year's All-Ireland final against Cork, certainly playing his stuff today. And Joe McDonough getting ready to take the puck. Frank Burke's hand doesn't quite grab it. This is P.J. Malloy. Paddy Prendergast with the ball across the front of the goal. And out it comes. Joe Connolly just couldn't connect there. Joe Hennessy now for the Kilkenny men. Matt Root. And Mick Brennan inside him. And Mick racing out of the ball now. Out comes Seamus Skinners. And the ball goes over the line and wide. Oh, that one had goal written it all over it. Mick Brennan looking for the other half of his stick. He would have done with 2 or 3 the way that ball was going in towards him there. But everything went wrong in the last few seconds. John Connolly pulling on that one. And the referee calling for the ball and awarding a free to Kilkenny. No, he's going to hop the ball. He's going to hop it. Exactly what had happened, I quite honestly don't know. Maybe you saw it. I didn't at the moment. Kilkenny trying to play the wings with Matt Root now being harassed once again by Niall McInerney. Across, trying to feed Mick Brennan. Mick and Andy Fenton. Fenton gets it downfield. This is Steve Mann. Oh, a very, very poor shot indeed. Joe Hennessy. And the second time. This is six flying all over the place. Chunky O'Brien. Joe McDonough. Oh, a high, cresting ball that, however, goes wide. Score remains. Kilkenny 3. Galway 3. And there's Steve Mann, centre field man. There is, in fact, Joe McDonough, who sent in that high one from way out the field. John Connolly, not so positive in the game, but getting this one, he's fouled as he goes for it. And momentarily didn't like what happened to him, and I don't blame him. But there is a free for Galway, and that is the 65-metre line from the Kilkenny goal. It's high, and it is wide. Another wide for Galway, and that is their 6th wide after quite a number of chances. Kilkenny have had 3. Galway are playing with the wind in this first half as the sides are level of 3 points apiece. 20 minutes gone in this first half. Steve Mann. Nicely blocked down there by Joe Hennessy. What Joe wouldn't give for a hurler right now. A chapter of errors, and Joe Connolly in possession, but the referee waves on the play, and this is Paddy Prendergast. Pooped by Noel Lane. Joe Connolly in there. And there's a traffic match going on over there. There was some pulling and pulling in there. Referee has awarded a free to Galway as Ger Henderson is down injured there. Babs Keating throwing in a towel, not throwing in the towel by any means, but a towel to P.J. Malloy. to dry his hands before he takes this shot. Ger Henderson taking his position as P.J. Malloy sends it in and sends it over. The Galway score-getter, P.J. Malloy, the scorer of 3 of Galway's 4, and Kilkenny are 3 points. 22 minutes gone in this first half. Billy Fitzpatrick. And it has gone in, and it's just gone wide. It's gone wide. There's no question that the rain and the slippery surface out there has taken the edge and the accuracy of many of the players from both teams. I don't think it's so much stage fright as just wet ball, wet hurley. And this is Joe Connolly. P.J. Malloy on the ground there as the ball breaks out to John Connolly. He shovels it out to Frankfurt. This is Malloy again. And John Henderson's puck blocked down. Well, there's no drawback, that's for sure. Steve Mahan trying to work his way through, and eventually out to Iggy Clark, being chased by Ger Fennelly. Back for it there is Richie Reed, and Richie's clearance is straight over the line. Line ball for Galway, Iggy Clark to take it. 20-meter line up on our left here. Galway 4, Kilkenny 3. And the cut is high across the goal mouth. Touched out there by P.J. Malloy. No, it was, yes, it was. But he didn't keep it in play, and it went wide. Galway 4 points, Kilkenny 3. And everybody who thought that this game was going to be a thriller, they were dead right. Both almost kept in play by Joe Hennessy out there on the far side, but he just touched it and it skid off his stick, and it's a line ball to be taken. Joe McDonough, far side of the field. P.J. Malloy deftly turning it in there to the center. Out it comes to Joe Fennelly through the center. Matt Root trying to get up with it. Andy Fenton going back for Galway, being chased by Mick Brennan and clearing it out over the sideline. Line ball for Kilkenny. And this one is just inside of the Galway 65-meter line. David Foley placing it now for Nicky Brennan to take the puck. Oh, a lovely one. Brought down by Conor Hayes. What a delightful effort that was. But out it comes to the loose Nicky Brennan. Up to the loose John Connolly. And John, knowing he was going to be hooped, tried to kick it. In now to Ger Fennelly for Kilkenny. Iggy Clark is after him, and the referee penalises the Kilkenny man for going too far with the ball in his hands. Sean Silk to take the free. It's slightly to the right, and it's gone off a Galway stick and has gone wide. Galway leading 4 points to 3, playing with the wind in the first half after almost 26 minutes of play. And it's still raining, not quite as heavily as it was, but it's no summer's day out there. Joe McDonough trying to get it back, but that's Joe Hennessy. And this is Matt Root now, being chased by Niall McInerney. Niall holds on to him, and there is a free for Kilkenny from a very scoreable position, almost dead straight in front of the goal, and Chunky O'Brien is coming to take it. Chunky and Matt Root standing over it, and Chunky is the one to take it. 4 for Galway, 3 for Kilkenny at the moment. And Chunky taps it over the bar, and now it is 4 points for Kilkenny, 4 points for Galway, and Chunky O'Brien has scored 3 of them, just as P.J. Malloy has scored 3 of Galway's 4. 27 minutes gone in this first half. Seamus Shinners once again. Joe Connolly and Richie Reid. John Connolly, but out over the sideline. The Galway men are claiming that it's theirs, which I think is a little bit of optimism. But linesman George Somerville signals that it is a Kilkenny ball. Richie Reid, who has played more often on the other wing, playing on the right wing today. Billy Fitzpatrick, oh, he put his hand up there. He's still got the fingers, but he hasn't got the ball. That's Joe Connolly. And it's gone to the right and gone wide. And this list of 9 Galway wides could be expensive before 5 o'clock this afternoon. 4 points apiece. Noel Skehan with his puck to the center of the field. Billy Fitzpatrick going out. Andy Fenton covering it off. It was slowing up very rapidly there. Billy Fitzpatrick, Matt Root with it now. Across to Mick Brennan, who's all alone. And Seamus Shinners has come out at him. Seamus Shinners tackled him. Now he's tackled by 2 Galway men. And the referee, somewhat surprisingly to a lot of people, has awarded a free to Galway, claiming that Mick Brennan held onto the ball too long. There are those who think that he was fouled at least once. Connor Hayes, way downfield, Frank Burke, Ger Henderson. Ger Henderson's puck going out towards Joe Hennessy. P.J. Malloy. Frank Burke trying to get it into his hand, and the referee penalising Kilkenny for whipping a little bit where the ball wasn't there. And once again, Babs Keating throws in a towel to P.J. Malloy to dry his hands, but P.J. doesn't bother. He sends the ball high. Maybe he should have dried his hands because he sends the ball wide. Yet another wide for Galway. Their 10th of the first half. As the sides are level, Galway 4, Kilkenny 4. Joe Connolly and Richie Reid, and the referee penalises Joe Connolly for low pulling there. It wasn't vicious or anything like that, but it was low and way off target. Chunky O'Brien to take this. That's the middle of the field line out there just behind him. And it's gone off Seamus Shinners. He could have let that one go, I suppose. It's all right sitting up on the stand and saying that. But when you have forwards all around you, you don't take any chance. And Seamus let that one be deflected off his arm and go over the line. Now, Chunky O'Brien has had a green towel delivered to him from the sideline, that to dry his hands before he takes the 65. A point here could put Kilkenny into the lead. But no, it's not high enough. It's gone in towards the goal. Seamus, it's a goal! It's a goal! Chunky O'Brien, 65, that goes into the goal mouth. It hops in front of the goal. Seamus Shinners looks to have it. It's deflected off his stick into the goal, and Kilkenny lead 1 goal and 4 points to Galway's 4 points after 31 minutes of play. And Seamus Shinners certainly at fault with that one. He looked to have it covered, but it skid off his arm and his stick and into the net. From the puck out, it's Galway in the attack now once again. But Frank Cummins grabbing the ball. Sean Silk. Matt Root. Andy Fenton and Mick Brennan has got back behind him. A high lobbing one that Seamus Skinner's left go out over the end line. I think it's gone wide anyway. Well, the game turned right around there with that 65 by Chunky O'Brien. We were saying that a point would make the sides level. It wasn't a well-hit 70, if you could call a 70 that went into the goal, not well hit. But it did go into the goal. And now Kilkenny lead and come back into the attack. Joe Hennessy, his way blocked by John Connolly to brother Joe Connolly. Joe Connolly trying to get past Richie Reid. His puck is high. His puck is over the bar for a point, and the gap has been narrowed by Joe Connolly. The score now, 1-4 for Kilkenny, 5 points for Galway. Second point by Joe Connolly, and this is Noel Skeen with yet another puck out. The ball knocked down. John Connolly's hurley pulled out of his hand there. And Frank Cummins querying what the free was for, but I don't think Frank is that innocent. The free for Galway to be taken by John Connolly on his own 65-yard line. High one lobbing towards the goal. Caught in his hand by Ger Henderson. And Niall McInerney pulls out of there, and it goes out over the sideline. And Matt Ruth and Niall McInerney following in each other's footsteps. And the line ball taken by Nicky Brennan and cooked straight out over the sideline. Now a line ball for Galway as they put up an onslaught on the Kilkenny goal in the last 2 minutes of this first half. Joe McDonough. And Ger Henderson getting a boundary for himself, belting that one into the crowd. Bernie Ford gone in top of the right, and P.J. Malloy right half forward for the Galway team. There is P.J., and alongside him is Nicky Brennan. And Steve Mahan is going to take this line ball. Across into the center, tapped out by Joe Hennessy. That's Nicky Brennan adding to the clearance. Sean Silk catching that ball. John Connolly not catching that one. Joe Hennessy with it now. Ball back in the out towards Chunky O'Brien. Mick Brennan letting it go by. Mick Crotty coming out for it. Brennan lying loose, waiting for it. Iggy Clark is after him. Now it's Andy Fenton. And a looseness in the centre of the field by Galway, being expensive now. The fetching, catching hand there of Sean Silk. Noel Lane getting inside. Frank Burke there too, but this defence is rough like. Paddy Prendergast. Out now to Richie Reid. Finbar Gantley. Into the waiting Iggy Clark, and Iggy's shot is high, curled to the left, and has gone wide, and yet another scoring chance wasted by Galway as we come very close to the half-time whistle, and Kilkenny in the lead with the score 1 goal and 4 points to Galway's 5 points. Thanks to that goal by Chunky O'Brien from a 65. And there goes the half-time whistle in this second half, seeking their 21st All-Ireland. Galway seeking their second. Referee George Ryan. Ready with the ball, and the second half is on. And Kilkenny go into the attack immediately. Conor Hayes. This is Joe Connolly. Bernie Ford trying to get to it, but Nicky Brennan there with them. There's Chunky O'Brien. Matt Root trying to open up the play. They're trying to make use of Mick Brennan out there, and Mick is in possession. Dangerous ball to Mick Crotty. And Mick sends it over the bar. That one worked by a pass from the left wing right over to Mick Brennan on the far side and eventually sent over the bar by Mick Crotty to make the score now 8 points to 5, or Kilkenny 1-5, Galway 5 points. Just a goal between them. Seamus Shinners with the puck out. A good one. P.J. Malloy going for it, getting there. Noel Lane is fouled and has gone down rather dramatically here, but I think he'll come up just as dramatically. Well, he's up, he's gone in, and this free to be taken, and what an important one it is for Galway by P.J. Malloy. 35 metres out. And he has sent it wide. That is Galway's 12th wide of the game. As Kilkenny lead 1 goal and 5 points to Galway's 5. It must be heartbreaking to see shots going left and right but not centre. And Steve Mahan down to Frank Cummins. Joe Fennelly with that one-handed swing that goes over the sideline. And Galway's anticipated power in the center of the field just hasn't come, but listen to that support. Iggy Clark, and he responds to it. Nicky Brennan being chased by and fouled by Bernie Ford, and Van Larkin to take this free. Just inside his own 40-meter line, or 45 line. And this is Billy Fitzpatrick coming out now. Dangerous ball that's just gone wide, just gone wide. Galway must surely be going to do something to try to turn this game around. And I see movement in the dugout that there may be a substitution before long. This is Mick Crotty. And that is Conor Hayes. Joe Connolly. In now to Iggy Clark. Down now to Noel Lane and Paddy Prendergast and Sam Larkin. Frank Burke back out now to Bernie Ford, but he's robbed by Nicky Brennan. The craft of the Kilkenny men. The daring of the Kilkenny men. The wholehearted effort of the Galway men. John Connolly. Steve Mahan. And the referee penalises Kilkenny. Easy up there. Easy up there. Steve Mahan not too happy with that tackle on him, and it looked as if he was retaliating. I'm not sure if the referee thinks that or not, but on the Galway team at this stage is Sylvie Lenan, and there is Sylvie, and gone off is Bernie Ford, and Sylvie is in the thick of it, quick, and here comes Finbar Gantley, and he's penalised for carrying the ball too far. Penalised for carrying it too far, just as the Kilkenny men were in the first half. The man who went off is Bernie Ford. Bernie Ford gone off, and the man is on is Sylvie Lenan. High ball, well down towards the goal. John Connolly held in possession. And listen to that, Galway crowd get behind this team. The score 1-5 to 5 points in favour of Kilkenny. Conor Hayes on the wing catches it. Steve Mahan. It's high, and it's gone over the bar for a point. the scorer of the score. Kilkenny won 5, Galway 6 points. And look at that for determination on his face. Oh, what a crowd, what a crowd. Steve Mahan to Joe Connolly. Sylvie Lamar out to this side with Nicky Brannan. Covering off is John Henderson. 2 points between them. This is Joe Connolly. That's E.D. Clark. Oh, my fingers. And here comes again. It's high. Noel Steen outside the parallelogram with the ball. Working his way out. The ball comes on the loose to Sylvie Lamar. The referee awards a free to Galway. Did you ever hear such a din in your life? A free to Galway. It's just to the right of the goal. They haven't made up their mind who's going to take it because they haven't got a hurling ball yet. The ball seems to have disappeared, and the man who's going to take it is Finbar Dantley. And Finbar going to take it, and he taps it over the bar, and now there's only 1 point between them. One goal and 5 points to Kilkenny, 7 points for Galway, and the sun is coming out. Maybe it's the sun in their back that's got the Galway people going, but the Kilkenny people are going as well. The delay is waiting for a hurling ball. The slipper was belted back up into the crowd, and no way did it come back. 8 minutes gone in this second half, and that's Noel's game. Stevie Mahan in there, Joe Hennessy. Matt Root back out now to Chunky O'Brien. Chunky being chased. Oh, lovely bit of sidestepping there by Chunky. The ball blocked down by Steve Mahan. This is Joe Duggan. What an inspiring captain he is. And that is Joe Hennessy knocking the ball from one hand to the other, then in towards the goal. Back covering off is Andy Fenton and hits it and made the Lord director out over the sideline, says Andy. But it does give a free puck in for the Kilkenny men to be taken by Richie Reid just inside the 45-metre line. Players standing a bit close to the ball. Referee telling them, get back. 1 point between them. Ball taken right across the goal mouth and gone wide. Seamus Sinners with what looks like a Tipperary cap on him as he takes the puck out. That's Claire Henderson. Mick Brannan. Niall McInerney. Joe Connolly. Noel Lane coming out with Paddy Prendergast. Back there, a free for Galway. A free for Galway for a bit of holding up there. And can this be a dramatic equaliser? Finbar Dantley to take it. It's on the 20-metre line. And here is the shot. It's on the bar. Kilkenny won 5, Galway 8 points, 8 points to 8. The sides are level. For the 5th time in the game, the sides are level. Matt Root's touch in there. Out comes Seamus Shinners. Good clearance. Joe Hennessy. Joe Connolly. John Connolly. P.J. Malloy, but beaten by John Henderson. And this is Chunky O'Brien all alone. It's high. It's gone over the bar. The lead to Kilkenny. Chunky O'Brien sending it over. 1 goal and 6 for Kilkenny. 8 points for Galway. 1 goal and 4 points of that Kilkenny total belonging to Liam Chunky O'Brien. Seamus Shinner's puck to the far side of the field this time. Frank Cummins. Nick Brennan trying to get it up. Breaking to Joe Connolly. Noel Lane going out for it along with Paddy Prendergast, and the Galway man has got it. He's working his way through. It's a goal! Working his way through, daring to keep going, takes the shot, Noel Skehan can't get it, and the ball is in the net, but we're back with the action again. The score, 1-8 to 1-6 in favour of Galway. Iggy Clark, Sylvie Lalonde, out to P.J. Malloy, gone back up to the right corner again. John Henderson is after him. Where is the ball? And just as Ger Henderson is going to clear it down the field, in comes Finbar Gantley, knocks it off his stick and puts it out over the sideline. 1-8 to 1-6, Galway leading by 2 points. Sylvie Lalonde there, who came on as a sub. Listen to that crowd. In fact, it is a free, not a line ball. The referee awarded a free. Ball knocked down by Joe Duggan now. Joe Beams to Joe McDonough. Joe McDonough going upfield with it now. Into Frank Burke, who wasn't expecting it. Out comes Ger Henderson. And the thundering Ger's pass is intercepted, but the ball goes loose. Out on the wing now to Ger Fennelly. Nick Brennan going up for it. Andy Fenton is after him. In fact, he's over him. Free to Kilkenny on the 21-yard line or 20-metre line, whatever way you like to call it. Or just indeed outside it. Chunky O'Brien going across to take it. Very, very awkward angle, but with the shooting form that Chunky is in, there's no such thing as an awkward angle. There's the angle from behind the goal. There's the shot. It's high and it has gone wide. It's gone wide there. And now I think Kilkenny are going to do something about some switches. Some action in the dugout that will follow the play. 1-8 to 1-6, Galway leading Kilkenny. 15 minutes gone, 20 minutes left. Oh, a lovely bit of fielding by Joe McDonough. This is Iggy Clark. Iggy trying to get that little bit too much from it, and Chunky O'Brien sends it high and it's over the bar. A point for Kilkenny and Chunky. That makes the score. Galway 1-8, Kilkenny 1-7, and of that total of 1-7, that man there, Chunky O'Brien, has scored 1 goal and 5 points. Pat Henderson is coming on with some tic-tac. Mick Crotty is going off the Kilkenny team. We'll follow the play. From the puck out, the referee is signalling to, on the far side of Pat Henderson, to leave the field because Pat was coming on giving the instructions about the replacement, and gone off, as I say, on the far side is Mick Crotty, and on the team here, I think it's Murt Kennedy. It's not, in fact, it is Kevin Fennelly. Kevin Fennelly, the second of the Fennellys who's on. From the puck out. Mick Brennan racing across. Sean Silk. Andy Fenton. Iggy Clark. Ball breaking to Mick Brennan. A steadying shot that's high. And once again the sides are level. 1-8 for Galway, 1-8 for Kilkenny. The sides are level. And the linesman running in with some message to the referee. And the referee going up now to have a word with Niall McInerney, the rightful back of Galway, for some pushing or anti-panky that was going on after the ball was gone, or indeed off the ball. Kevin Fennelly gone top of the left. Matt Ruth is full forward for the Kilkenny men. Seamus Shinners with the puck out. The sides level at 1-8 each. Frank Cummins. Sean Silk. How does he catch that ball? Steve Mahon. P.J. Malloy. Sylvie Lennon. Ger Henderson in the middle. This is Frank Burke. Frank Burke's shot is high. It's to the left and it's wide. 11-11. The sides level. And there is number 11. Almost 80 minutes gone. Second half. 35 minutes in each half. And this is a game you'd like to see going on all day and all night. Noel Skeens put out, got by Iggy Clark. Towards Frank Burke. Ger Henderson covering off there. Ger Henderson gone back into the back line. The great heart of Ger there. In now to the other Ger Fennelly. Up towards the other Fennelly, Kevin Fennelly. Back covering off there, Sean Silk. Joe Hennessy, who's moved into the half line, lets it go down to Frank Cummins. Frank going through, but John Connolly is there. John out now to Joe McDonough. This is Frank Burke. Noel Lane and Paddy Prendergast going out for it together. Noel is in possession. Cutting his way through once again. Finbar Gantry, puck blocked down, it comes to Lane. Across to Malloy. A shot that's blocked. It is gone wide. It's gone wide. It must have hit the upright of the side netting, but it went wide. The score still 11 points to 11. 1-8 to 1-8. P.J. Malloy in the thick of it all as ever. And Noel Skeens with the puck out. What a long puck it is. That is Sean Silk. And Matt Ruth more or less hustled that over the sideline over there. 19 of the 35 minutes gone. 11 points each. And now it's Chucky O'Brien breaking away after all the thrust there that was going one way and another. John Connolly blocking down a puck there by Ger Fennelly. Now it's P.J. Malloy up along the right wing with John Henderson after him. Frank Burke. Out now to Sylvie Lennon. Sylvie's shot is goalward bound, but a great catching save there by Paddy Prendergast, who is grounded, and there is a free out for Kilkenny from about 10 yards from their own goal. 11 to 11. 1-8 to 1-8. 15, just less than 15 minutes left in the game. A game in which a chance shot could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Ball going now to Ger Connolly. And Conor Hayes up the centre. Steve Mahon. Sean Silk robbed there by Ger Connolly. This is Niall McInerney. Steve Mahon, Niall knowing he was going to be hooked there. And there seemed to be Kilkenny man on the loose everywhere. That's Joe Hennessy, shot that's high. And it's gone over the bar for the lead for Kilkenny. Young Joe Hennessy, under 21 of last year, picking that one, and the great striker that he is, sending it over to making it 12 points to 11. That is 1-9 to 1-8 in favour of Kilkenny. 22 minutes gone. Nick Brennan has come out into the centre of the field, and this is Andy Fenton who's come out after him. Fenton's pass got a very good one, cleared out by Fan Larkin. Ball breaking to Joe Connolly. It won't come up for him. And it goes in and goes hoppity wide. Kilkenny leading by 1 point. 1-9 to Galway's 1-8. Good puck out. Iggy Clark. Steve Mahon. And Sylvie Lennon, but can't quite get it away. Now he gets it from a pass. Trying to put his way inside, and his way is blocked by Nicky Brennan. And what a sturdy, steady game he's playing. John Connolly. Joe Connolly. And the referee has penalised him for changing the ball from one hand to another. Free for Kilkenny, just outside their own 65-metre line. I thought I saw a Kilkenny sub getting ready a moment ago, but he seems to have been recalled to the bench. Anyway, we followed Chunky O'Brien. This one about 10 metres outside his own 45. It's very long, it's very high. It's up by Matt Ruth. It comes back out. It's half tapped up. Matt Ruth is in there again. Billy Fitzpatrick. The ball coming out this side of the field. Sean Silk. And Sean Silk fouled, but coming away. He was fouled. The referee calling back the play. And the play is back near the Galway end line. Conor Hayes to take it, 1-9 to 1-8 in favour of Kilkenny. 24 minutes gone in this second half. Frankfurt. Joe Hennessy. And Conor Hayes bringing it down. This is Iggy Clark. And Nicky Brennan under it again, but the referee penalises Sylvie Lennon for allegedly going for the hand there. Some of the Galway crowd thinking that the hand was going for the ball, but there we are. 3-2 Kilkenny to be taken by Joe Hennessy, just outside his own 45-metre line. Ball held by John Connolly. John coming up the field now. 2-3 Kilkenny men around him. Van Larkin. Oh, the cunning fan getting that one back to Joe Hennessy. This is Mick Brennan out on the wing with Andy Fenton after him. Kevin Connolly. A shot. And the point. Another point for Kilkenny, who now lead by 2 points. Just over 25 minutes gone in the second half. Kilkenny 1-10, Galway 1-8. Kevin Fennelly, who came on as a sub, the scorer of that one. And here's Frankfurt. And Galway thinking they want a goal now, but they're way blocked. Niall McInerney out to Andy Fenton by accident or design. And it's the Kilkenny ball, just inside their own 65-metre line. Nick Brennan to take it. Asking for the flag to be removed. Steve Mahon. Noel Lane puts the hand up, doesn't get it. Pinbar Gantling, Frankfurt. Frank being chased by Paddy Prendergast. P.J. Malloy working his way through. He's lost his stick, however. The ball in front of the goal. A penalty! A penalty for Galway! A penalty for Galway. Only the goalkeeper and two of the defenders allowed in the goal. The score, 13 points to 11 in favour of Kilkenny at this stage, 110 to 1-8. In the goal, Sam Larkin. On the left, in the centre is Noel Skean, and on the right is Ger Henderson. And John Connolly is coming up to take it. This could be the most vital shot that he has ever taken. Pat Henderson, in his excitement, out giving instructions to the Kilkenny men, and the referee waves him away, but now waving the other players away, back behind the 20-metre line. And here it comes. It's saved! It's saved! Sam Larkin clearing out the save that was made by Noel Steen. Nicky Brennan out the field with the ball. And John Still, oh, that man grabbing at the ball in the air is miracle-like. And here comes Frank Cummins. And there's nobody in the goal. Seamus Shinners has come out of the goal. He's tussling out there with Nick Brennan, who is fouled. And there is a free for Kilkenny on the 20-metre line. Well, one end of the field, one thing, the other end of the field, the other. And Noel Steen and Paddy Prender having a discussion there, but down at the other end of the field is where the action is, with Frank Cummins getting ready to take the shot. Dick O'Hara has come into the game. That's Dick O'Hara going up the field, and Paddy Prendergast is going off. Free for Kilkenny, taken by Gentry O'Brien, sent over the bar, and Kilkenny now lead 1 goal and 11 points to 1 goal and 8. That is 3 points between them, and 6 minutes left in the game. Dick O'Hara full back in place of Paddy Prendergast. Into the centre of the field once again. Richie Reid, Andy Fenton and Mick Brennan. Conor Hayes. Andy Fenton beaten over there. Billy Fitzpatrick. Seamus Shinners. A clearance right up the centre. John Connolly, where the ball goes on the loose now towards Richie Reid. Joe Connolly is in there. John is back to help the brotherly action in there. And I don't know whether it's the tracking championship or the ploughing championship, but it's some kind of a championship there as they're swinging away. The referee decides to throw in the ball. Here comes the throw-in. Ball comes back down to Sean Sick, and he's beaten this time. And the shot. It's gone into the goal. It's a goal. Another goal for Kilkenny. And that must surely be it. That must surely be it. Here it is again. Ball out into the centre. And a high lobbing one in 1-8 for Galway. And we make it about 4 minutes left in the play. Gone off the Galway team is Frank Burke. On the Galway team now, there comes Michael Whelan. Here's John Connolly with the ball. Sylvie Lennon. Joe Hennessy. P.J. Malloy tackling him. The referee penalises Malloy, and there is a free for Kilkenny, and the free will be taken just inside their own 65-metre line as Chimky O'Brien asks the linesman how much time there is to go. The man who's down is Joe Hennessy. He seemed to have injured an ankle there because the foul that was on him was more a body one, not down on his ankle, but he's all right. He takes his place as Chimky takes the free, sends it to the right, and it's gone wide. Just over 3 minutes left in the game now, and Kilkenny lead 2-11 to 1-8 on the way to their 21st All-Ireland victory. Seamus Shinners. And this is Ger Henderson. And Kilkenny now with their tails up, all moving up the field. A line ball for Kilkenny, or is it for Galway? Both are willing to take it. The linesman doesn't seem to have given a signal. Now he has. It's now a definite Kilkenny ball. Frank Cummins to take it. And the ball breaking loose out to Mick Brennan. Mick Brennan being covered off by Andy Svensson. But the blocking comes out to, yes, that man again. Chimky O'Brien, surely the man of the match. A goal and 7 points he scored as Chimky O'Brien to make the score now 2-12 for Kilkenny, 1-8 for Galway. Who would have thought that any team would be so far in front at this late stage? They were equal so many times. 2 points between them. Joe Hennessy now putting Galway on the defensive once again. Conor Hayes. Joe Connolly. Noel Lane and Dick O'Hara going for it together. Dick gets his stick to it. He has a number 23 on his back out there, but that's Dick O'Hara. The ball gone out over the sideline. And it is not a very good line puck, but it has gone off by another Kilkenny man. And there is a line ball for Galway outside the 45-metre line. John Connolly with the ball, trying to get room to swing his stick. He swings his stick and he sends it wide. 1 minute, less than 1 minute between them. And Kilkenny have won another All-Ireland. There's no doubt about it. 2-12 to 1-8. And what a game it has been. Took out by Noel Skehan. Sean Silk with that hand of his. That clutching claw. The referee awarding a free to Galway for a tap down on Sean's shoulder. And the free to be taken by Conor Hayes, just inside his own 45-metre line. And we are very, very near the full-time whistle. Dropping ball. Galway still batting away. Joe Connolly. Noel Skehan. And a long relieving clearance by a happy Noel. Andy Fenton getting a knock on the arm there. And now Galway in the attack again. But the old warrior is there. That's Van Larkin slipping but keeping the ball in play. Out to Dick and out over the line for a line ball for the Galway men just inside the 45-metre line. And my stopwatch says the time is up. In fact, my stopwatch says the time is well up. And the ball went back into the crowd there, a little bit slow coming out, but it's out now. Iggy Clark, Lowe, Joe McDonough, and the ball cleared out way down the field by Richie Reid. The referee calls for the ball and the game is over. And Kilkenny are the All-Ireland champions in a most entertaining final. They say that a lot of people are born with silver spoons in their mouths. I think Kilkenny folk are born with little Hurleys in their mouths. And a line of Gardaí, Ban Gardaí and Phil Gardaí lining the way for the victorious Kilkenny team to come up.
An Oturan, an Taoiseach, House of Carja. Tána Hazard, an Corn Chahad Lacha.
Uváli. Dimmer galibh agus uváli na ige céile sa chluthe lechannis agus